Kia ora, Year 9. This is the very last question in the JAF practice for stats, and I promise I'm going to keep this video short. This is some information about the wingspan of bats, but 2 entries are missing from the table. So this question is all about making sense of information and figuring out what we know. So student A has got their data on the wingspans of bats that they've collected in this row here. And you can see that they collected 6 measurements from 6 bats, and they worked out that the mean was 13 centimetres. So straight away we know from that that the total from A must be 6 times 13 is equal to 78. Right, student B collected 4 measurements. So here we are here, and you can see that for each of those students there's one missing thing. Okay, so the overall mean of the combined data was 13.4 centimetres. So altogether there were 6 plus 4 bats, so there were 10 bats, and the mean for the total was 13.4. What does that tell me? Well, it means in total, the total wingspan must be 13.4 times 10, which is 134. So how are we going to figure out what the 2 missing values are? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look back at student A. We know that he or she had 6 values and they have to add up to 78, and we've got 5 of them. So once you think about it like that, it's a pretty easy question. Let's add up those other wingspans. We've got 13, 16, 29, 41, 52, 67. So that tells me that this bat must have a wingspan of 11. Now, I did that a little bit too fast, so I'm just going to go back and check that that's right. Let's do that one more time. It has to add to 78. So 13, you've got a calculator, but I haven't. I left it at school, just like you leave yours at home. 29, 39, 54, 66. And it has to add up to 78. Yeah, I thought I'd gone wrong. I think this number should be 12, right? Because we need it to add to 78. Because only then is it going to give me a mean of 13 for student A. Okay, how are we going to get the last bit? Well, we know the total wingspan altogether must be 134, but we know that from student A, the wingspan was 78. So from B, we must have a total of 134 minus 78, which is 134 take away 80 plus 2 is 56. Right? So now we look at those 4 values from B and we see what we've got here. Well, 13 and 13 is 26. 26 plus 16 is 42, and they have to add up to 56. So the missing value in here must be 14. Okay, so missing value is 56 minus 42, which equals 14. So there you go. All of that question and a lot of the other kinds of puzzle problems in Year 9 come from a really good understanding of this, that the mean is equal to the total divided by the number of values. And by manipulating this and thinking about this, we can often solve quite messy problems. Thanks for watching. Remember, EP is set on all of the stats content. It's a really, really good way to make sure you've got your basics. Please don't just watch the extended abstract videos, because you know that you need to make sure you've got the basic stuff down really well too. And as usual, send me an email or leave me a comment if you've got problems or questions.